Today's college football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Gators will kick it away first. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Bulls offense going to get the chance to start this game off. And David, we've got a quarterback today who's been known for making enough plays when his team needs them.
Yeah, and listen, he's a guy that this offense is built around him. But, Jesse, he's not the guy that's going to take over. He needs the running game to get going. He needs the passing game. He needs a little bit of balance. Really good football player, but he needs the help of the quality teammates around him.
Yeah, you're right. I think the one thing we've seen with this guy is he's got to get into a rhythm in games early, right? And so whether it's running the football or getting a few completions early to get his confidence going, because once that happens, he's very, very good.
This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Fires to the big fella. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. And the Bulls want to crank the tempo.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. There he goes. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Creates a little space. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking. They've got it up to the 47-yard line. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Brown wants to pass. Going to try to get it himself. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. The Bulls come to the line with a new set of downs.
And this QB, man, how about it? It's a pass play. He's dropping back to pass. He realizes it's man-to-man, and as they start to chase their guys down.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
All right, good news. Game just got started. There's still a lot of football left to play. The bad news is that we've already now turned it over and handed the defense an interception. Quarterback's going to have to be more dialed in with his decision-making in this game.
On the run, it's ball. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't out there, didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes 2nd down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, he's still in a great position. Way to stay ahead of the chains.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. The Gators really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll try to get it through the air. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. You're in plus territory, no desire to give the football back. Maybe the punt doesn't even work out. They go for it and it works out well.
So I wonder if you go tempo here, too. Now that you just picked up that first down, don't let the defense sub. A lot of these guys now have been on the field for a little while. See if you can catch them off guard here and try and take advantage of how tired they are.
From the gun to give, looking for room. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And the Gators can really attack on this 2nd and short. motion from the wideout. Off play action. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary. You saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
To the air, it's Flagway. Fires to the wideout. Complete downfield. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
Well, the field goal kicker can step away from the net and go sit down, grab some water. They're not going to need him just quite yet. That was a great play call. Throwing the ball on third and short infield.
Looking for the end zone. And they'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Florida.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He shows you all his ability on that TV.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the big Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
And that's the advantage of being a big wide receiver, because now you're a big target. And on these slant routes, you don't have to run the perfect route, but you can use your size and your physicality to get the job done almost every time.
That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. He's looking to throw. Got it set up on the outside. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They'll... That penalty, obviously very happy with results of the play. And the Bulls will punt it away on 4th down. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. The Gators sending the offense back to work. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass. Up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense. That
it's a running one. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. The Gators come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
it's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The give from the gun. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
This defense has got some... up front. Individual athleticism. You see guys winning their one-on-ones. They're getting pushed. They're swimming the offensive lineman and then converging on the running back.
Caught close to the mark with Exterdebet. They down. They'll spot it at the 28. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are, sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Smithers into space. He's loose. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Gators have it with a 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield, it's Wilson. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
Motion from the wide receiver. Goes to the option. They go to the ground. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Gator!
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. LSU is down, but they are not out of it. Not in Tiger Stadium. A place Bear Bryant once said was like playing inside a drum. Maybe the best home field advantage in football. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Louisiana Tech. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And good coverage by the defense, just a short game. Now the play fake. Throwing right. A strike downfield. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. He's got it. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but... enough for the 1st down.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. The Bulls want to move quickly.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
They're going to ride this running back. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. The give on the option. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down. And the Bulls didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Brown will throw it. Looking to get it in. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to go up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on 1st down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line. Goal-to-go situations, Palmer. Got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
Now, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it right, but if it's not open, just throw.
Touchdown, USF! A great... Catch and run for 6.
And that's 3 touchdowns in 2 games. Just continuing to find the end zone, continuing to make plays. This guy is on pace for a great season. He's putting the college football world on notice.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Fielded in the end zone. It's Wilson. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Webb. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. And the Gators with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll go to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And I like the defense being aggressive. They heated up that RPO. They didn't even give him time to read it. I'm getting in the backfield right now, making a play, being aggressive, bringing the fight to the offense.
We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the 2nd quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Handoff to the lone back. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the wide receiver. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. On first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
Trying play action. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
Well, this defense knew coming into this game, playing one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, they were going to have to find a way to get him off rhythm. They're going to have to be careful doing it because of that speed, but that is huge for their confidence. They get their first sack of the game here in the first half, and you can all of a sudden see the body language on this defense. It is changed.
Throws to the wideout. He makes the catch. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
On the option. Wide open spaces. He'll work his way down to the 28.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here, trusting your quarterback to make the right.
He'll take a shot. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their head. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Wants to throw. It's Lagway. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Florida! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between the QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when they throw on defense because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in games.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
The Bulls have enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And on defense, you make the tackle after the catch for a first down. Now you got to go get lined up again because the offense is going fast.
What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss. And the Bulls with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on third down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. The Bulls line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Takes it on the return. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time. They had a much better field position this time around. To the air. It's Lagway. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Quarterback making adjustments. Try to get it to the edge. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. How bold will they be on third down after that last run? From the gun, wants to pass. That ball is caught past the marker, but he is out of bounds, and it'll be fourth down. The Gators will line up to punt it away. Nice job to make the fair catch at the 16. Make sure that ball didn't bounce into the coffin corner. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. They'll get this drive going from the 17. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on third and long. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. And the Bulls racing to the line in the hurry up. Off the play fake on first down. He's got an open man. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
He's in open space downfield. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Unloads quickly. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Brown wants to pass. Lost one deep down the right side. And he ran away from the defense. Get in. Touchdown Bulls.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They love to put a long drive together here as they start with their own 21. Off play action on first down. Fires to the wideout. It's in. Complete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll move the tight end. Leaves it with the running back. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And if I'm the running back, I'm going to listen. O-line, can you give me something? Can you give me some space to try to make somebody miss and not have another guy right next to me? I'm giving the offensive line an earful. I need some holes, need some space up front. They got to do a better job.
Off the play fake. Here comes the heat. Looking to scramble. And the pass is incomplete here on 3rd down, but there is a flag. Let's check it out. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. And the Gators will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. From the gun, they'll try the middle. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Brown will throw it. Pocket breaking down. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on 3rd down. The Bulls will try to pin them back with the punt. Wanted to make sure not to give them a chance for a return as it goes out of bounds. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. To the air on first down. That's reeled in. It's Sturdivant. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Got out of trouble and throws. This time on target. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. Gonna look downfield again. And as he throws, can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking for a man. It's Lagway. Gets it out fast.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
He's going up top. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Gator.
But how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a two-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Here's the handoff. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on third down. And the Bulls will move the sticks with the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Snagged in the middle. It's Sullivan. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Here's a heat. He'll pull it down. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10. Brown wants to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Nimrod. And the runner is down, and so is a flag. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to pass. Oh, they're after it. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at 35. These corners going to give these receivers some space. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has falling short. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, you've been calling a magnificent game there in Gainesville so far. And it's clear the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first two quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. With that said, let's send it back to our guys and all those chomping hands there in the swamp.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Just about set to get this second half underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They open this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and they're going to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Run the football, you're ahead, you can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. The throw. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
They'll run play action. Quarterback on the move, still looking. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
And those are tough passes. When you start throwing those balls towards the sidelines, it's a longer throw for the quarterback to make. And I think that's when you see the majority of the misses for guys, the majority of the overthrows and a little bit of inaccuracy start to show itself.
Third and long situation. They try to go screen. I think they were hoping it was going to be a big zone and they could get those offensive linemen down the field, but the defense sniffed it out, forcing the incompletion.
They punted away on 4th down. Punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. On the ground, it's Isaac. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Bulls will hustle for the line.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
Brown will throw it. He'll try to do it himself. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. And the Bulls will call on their punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. Pulls it in at the 40. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing.
Turning it on!
defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Gonna swing it on second down. The quick out. Oh, out of space. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. And the Gators have pushed it inside the 20. Wide receiver comes in motion. On the option. He'll pitch it. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. On third and short, they keep it on the ground here. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Florida!
Well, I know it's early this season, but it's obvious already. This guy is a major weapon in this offense. Had 2 touchdowns in his first game. He's now on the board right now. What a difference maker and a playmaker he's going to be this season for this offense.
And here's the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. Brown wants to pass. It's complete on the right side. Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
And some room to work. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark it down at the 40.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them, they're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Got it in the middle, it's Sullivan. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. Just a quick little turnout by that tight end, just moving the ball a little bit forward.
Yeah, that's called the stick route. You're just trying to turn around and give your quarterback a place to go with the football. That's an easy completion.
The RPO, it's complete. Great reaction by this defense, immediately on the catch, swarming to the ball. The Bulls in the hurry-up. Leaves it with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here.
He's going to let it go. Grabs it inside the 15. Touchdown, Bulls. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for a gap. It's Webb. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Nice job by the defense, seeing the run, pulling the trigger, getting downhill, and stopping the running back from no gain.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The play action fake. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got not to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws, that was really, really...
There he goes! And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Looking to pass. It's Lagway. Snagged out of the air. They've got him now. He almost picked up that first down on the screen.
Well, I understand what the quarterback's trying to do. He's trying to get it to his playmaker out there quickly in space, but I don't think he anticipated the linebacker beelining the way he did. It was almost as if the linebacker knew where the QB was going with the football.
The Gators come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Quarterback on the keeper. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
I feel like the option is a play that this guy can run in his sleep. He's constantly making the right decision, so I love it here. 3rd down, we're putting it on him to do the right thing. He had to keep the football there. The defense took everybody else away. It was open for him, so he was able to just pick up enough. Keep this drive moving, keep the sticks rolling.
And the Gators will have it 1st and 10. They send the tight end in motion. Handoff from the gun.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. The Gators, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO, and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6. Motion from the wideout. They'll run the option. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Gator!
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. There's still plenty of time, and you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And the Bulls are in the hurry-up. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Brown will throw it. Wide open downfield. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They call the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Finding an escape route. Gurney on the Jets. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Touchdown, South Florida. Grabbed in the... to put 6. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Let's go. They'll run the RPO and throw it right.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in the game like this, right? You still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Off play action. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be third and short. He'll pull it on the read. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the...
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
On the option. Now the pitch. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. The Gators are moving quickly down the field. He'll keep it himself. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And this QB is dialed in. You've already seen the passing ability to make plays down the field. But how about this? Running the option as well. The diversity in this offense, really hard to stop, and he's having a day.
This will be picked off. Maybe just the turning point they needed. And they capitalize not only... pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. Brown wants to pass. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab, it's Singleton. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. At this point in the game, and this crowd knows this is a huge field goal attempt. And it's good from 58 yards out. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. SMU came away with the victory today, but not in dominant fashion. In fact, the folks in Dallas had to sweat things out for much of the second half. Could have been better, but certainly could have been worse. All that speculation all week, and now we know. Something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wide receiver. Takes the handoff as well. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Got 3 on first down and 2nd and 7. To the air, it's Bagway. And he's off, bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. came up a little short.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Complete on third down. They stop him before he can get to the first down marker, but he does cross the 50 and now to be fourth down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. They got him. Sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs. Power football with the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Bulls want to pick up the tempo.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Now the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Nimrod. He'll come through on third downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the fourth quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the same page.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Brown will throw it. Fires to the wideout. Got it. Can't White cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. And the Bulls are marching down the field. Trying to run it in. Touchdown, USF! A Lazarus-like comeback is underway. Now a two-point conversion attempt coming up.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you his freakish ability on that play.
Big-time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. And he takes this from inside the 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. They'll move the wide receiver. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. Now on 2nd down. Breaking the pocket. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. And it just squirted through. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. And the Gators send out the punt unit. He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. They took it down the field for a touchdown the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to take the lead in this football game.
So they got to be feeling good. They did their part, score. Your defense does your part, Jesse. This offense, keep that momentum. I would say stay aggressive here.
And just keep doing what you were doing in that last drive, right? Well, whatever was working for you, just go back. Keep using those same playmakers to allow you to go down there and score a touchdown.
Pretty good job of running to get two there to the 32. Got it, looking for a first. He's stopped right there, short of the first down, and this defense trying to preserve the lead. The Bulls will bring the punt team onto the field. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Makes a nice grab at the 25. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. The Gators in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wide receiver going in motion. On the run, it's Jackson. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
This is a big pressure moment for the offense, too, because they've got the lead, but it's now 3rd down on their own side of the field. They would love nothing more than to be able to convert this, stay on the field, keep bleeding the clock. But the defense, I'd expect them to bring pressure here, trying to force the ball out of the QB's hands quickly.
I mean, sometimes you overthink it. Sometimes running the football on 3rd and short with the lead is not the worst thing in the world. Keep that clock ticking. But now decided to go for it, setting up a 4th down. And this looks like a situation.
Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. The Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. Might be calling a hot route. They'll ride the hot hand. There he goes. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half. From the gun, running back on the move. Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy. And the Gators trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll move the tight end. Off the play fake. Makes the catch. It's Webb. Ripping through the defense. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. The hand to the running back. Into the end zone. And he's loose. Corner's going to give them room. Brown wants to pass. Near the sticks, it's Singleton. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. He is having a day. Already visited the end zone 3 times, and he might get back there again soon, David.
I mean, just crazy. He's getting open. They haven't had an answer for him. You think at some point you go, all right, he's not going to beat me anymore, but the defense continues to give up yards, and he is like, yes, please.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Buys a little time. Cut there. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Grab near the marker. It's Norton. And the Bulls are stopped, but not before getting the first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Norton. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. So now it's second and long.
Throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Up on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab. Stopped right at the... line after the catch, and it'll be first down, goal to go. Brown will throw it. Rushes on him. Touchdown Bulls. And the comeback is on.
Yeah, and that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You've got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catches of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Plenty of fireworks in this one. A lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
It's amazing how much offense has just boomed in college football. So good. So many ways to hurt you. You saw both of these offenses put on a show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week. They knew this was going to be a tough task ahead of them. So much speed, so much firepower on both of these offenses. And, man, we saw that here today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. no position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see a top 5 team in this conference taking on another team from the SEC, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Gators will put total under to crank us up. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. The LSU Tigers offense will go to work first. This rivalry might be a little more heated than you realize. The Gators and the Bayou Bengals locked up at 10 at the half, but Florida poured it on in the second and served a reminder to everyone, touchdowns win games, not field goals.
Yeah, and DJ Lagway was sensational throwing it, playing at home. Their defense did an outstanding job as well. And, David, I think when you look back last year to the Gators and their finish of the season, this was the game that kick-started it. Winning this game gave them confidence.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
I love the offense coming out, being aggressive on the first play of the game. They're trying to take momentum right away, but the defense was waiting, and they were ready, and they get the interception. You can't start a ball game better than the way the defense just did there.
I'm about to say, the defense loves that they came out like that, too. Like, expecting the pass, played the pass, made the first big play in this ball game, the very first play of the game.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the...
Beck's going for the goal line. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back.
Offside, defense.
Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on the defense, declined, and the touchdown stands. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. Looking for block. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Looking downfield, it's Nussmeier. Fires to the big fella. Coming off a season in which things really didn't go their way in conference play, and they'd love to get on a roll here this season.
Well, this is a team from a roster standpoint, though, that believes they're better on the field than they were a year ago. They've made some additions through high school recruiting, through the portal, and they think that's going to be the difference, David.
And now they got to put it together, right? And then this is when it really works. When you get in conference play, it gets different.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He's got it inside the 15. The tackle is... got it first and goal from the 6.
I would love to see him tell you that was the greatest play call ever, and the offensive coordinator is a genius. I think that was some really bad defense.
He'll do it himself. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
Man, I love that play by this corner. You know why? When you run the option and that thing gets spread out, your DBs have to commit to tackling. And how about the cornerback coming up, sticking his face in the fan, and making a play? You love to see DBs tackle like that.
Almost in, but they'll say he didn't make it inches away from the touchdown. They want to fight this one in a phone booth. 3 tight ends on the field on 3rd and goal. They'll run it. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tiger. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. With this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This drive will open from the 15. With the last drive in for a touchdown, they'll try. Lots of running room. He's loose. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches. And this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
Looking to throw, it's Bagway. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
There's the pressure. And the quarterback runs out of time. Down he goes at the 38. The Gators will send out the punt unit. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talk about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to run.
Now, I know you two never faced off rivalry game other than the Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut the left. Maybe even double-team high-low, chop block on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? The give on the inside. A 6-yard pickup that leaves them with 3rd and 4.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. Unloads to the wideout. And he's going to score. Touchdown, LSU! First play of the drive comes from the 38. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And here's a fumble way behind the line.
The ball security doesn't just apply. Backs and receivers, QB's got to keep two hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped them.
And the Gators have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. How about that Bayou Bengal defensive front showing some dominance? Booger, McFarland, Marcus Spears liking their pressure.
And that defensive line getting to the quarterback, and they got so many guys that we can name, like Spears, that you just mentioned, like Booger in the past, that put on that purple and gold, look good, big, physical guys that fill out them uniforms and eat quarterbacks.
They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your front-cover unit. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. The last time they had it, just an aerial assault. Precision execution, moves right down the field and put it in the end zone. Busts the tackle. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on first down. The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
To the air, it's Nussmeier. Using the quick game. LSU will get a first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that.
These DBs going to give a little cushion. He's going to fire deep. He's got it at the 20. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Step and just dusted the field.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. On the ground, it's Jackson. Shakes off the defender. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. A pickup of 5. The Gators can really attack on this second and short. Grabbed behind the line. It's Sturdivant. Gets it out across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 42 as this offense trying to put together a good drive.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Gators with a second and short to keep this drive moving. They'll run play action. Quickly out to the tight end. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
Running it to the right. They're just trying to flex the muscle. They get him down at the 34 after a pickup of 4.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Hold it. Okay.
When you've already seen your quarterback go down 3 times, you might as well try holding, and they didn't get away with it. They'll line up for a second down play. He might want another play. Dropping back, it's Glagway. Under fire. And the defense wrestles him to the ground.
I'll tell you what, man, this guy bails out his offensive line a lot. We've seen it over and over. Protection isn't always perfect, but he's just got the ability to scramble and just to create and extend plays. Wasn't able to get the first down there, but look at the situation now he's put his offense in. He was able to get a nice chunk of yardage back to make this decision on third down for the play caller a whole lot easier.
It's 4th down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks as if they're going to leave the offense out there. Makes a grab past the marker. And a good pickup to move the chains, and the clock will expire, and that's how they'll be set up to start the second quarter. Guys, LSU has the lead here. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Lost a throw on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Livingston. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. Here comes the offense on second down. They're going back to the ground. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to...
And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. Those linemen can get a little aggressive sometimes in pass pro, and it'll cost him. Touchdown off the board, and they'll back up 5. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Got it behind the line. It's Jackson. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. And the Gators now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking to throw, it's Glagway. He's moving out of the pocket. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone.
The gun, the inside give. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Second down, he'll throw it. Grabbed in the middle, it's Brown. And And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Defense playing a bail technique. Throws to the wideout. Makes a connection. And they exploited that soft spot. They get it down to the 35. Think about when Garrett Nussmeier goes into the quarterback room at LSU and there are giant murals of Joe Burrow and Jaden Daniels, Heisman winners. Jesse, that's some pressure. But man, if he can cut down on the turnovers, he might join them.
Yeah, there's no question about it, Reese. This guy has a lot of talent. I really also just appreciate the fact that he stayed put at LSU. In an era of college football where especially quarterbacks are transferring 2, 3, 4 times, naming off those guys you just did would have been so easy for Nussmeier to try to find another opportunity somewhere else. He believes LSU is the best situation for him to win a national championship and get him off to the NFL.
Pulls and fires complete. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down.
29 Philly.
He wants to throw it again. Catch in the middle, it's Brown. Knocked down at the 6, but that completion will set up a 1st and goal.
This defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the 2nd quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Direct snap. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Oh, he didn't get there, and what a stop against an offense that's been magnificent on 3rd down. Absolutely center cut, and they'll push that lead out a little further. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Gators sending the offense back to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
The option look. He'll toss it. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picks up the first down. And how about the timing on that pitch?
And you kind of thought in that situation the QB might keep it, but makes the right read. Gets it to the pitch man, and what does he do? Gets downhill. Get downhill and get that first down. New set of downs. Nice execution of the option by this offense.
Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. The Gators in a good spot here with 2nd and short. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, a nice job by the defense. They're playing with a big lead. They know the offense has to throw it, and they are inviting throws over the middle of the field, knowing they can break on these passes and maybe pick one up. Offense lucky, that wasn't a turnover.
Fires to the right. He's got it. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there. The Gators are on the move. Wide receiver comes in motion. Give to the running back. And a decent game there before the defense makes the stop.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They've got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Man-to-man coverage is a great opportunity for scrambling quarterbacks to take off and run because everybody on defense who's covering has their backs.
Lets it fly deep downfield. Broken up, incomplete, and nearly intercepted in the end zone. It'll be second down. When these two first met in 1937 in Baton Rouge, LSU shut out the Gators. Florida would notch the first road victory in this swampy series when they beat LSU on the Bayou in 1956.
A lot of history between these two teams because even when there were two divisions in the SEC, this was a constant cross-division rivalry featuring lots of NFL talent and some really dramatic games. I remember being the #1 team in the nation back in 1997, going into Baton Rouge and losing, and the fans rushing the field, tearing down the goalposts. These two teams have unbelievable fan bases and lots of talent on the field.
And the field goal unit will stay put as the head coach decides to go for it on 4th down. Trying to get it to the marker. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10.
4th and 1, I got to know my situation. I got to know I can't mess around as a running back. I got to get through the hole, make the 1st down, no matter what. If I got to run somebody over, I'm running straight downhill, straight for those sticks, making sure I get that 1st down.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. To throw, it's Lagway. Got his man in the middle. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Off the bootleg and rolling out. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
And how nice is it to have the whole crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time.
Touchdown, Florida! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop.
They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Going right to work up top. He lobs one high down the left side. Catch and stride inside the 15. Touchdown!
second receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, he's the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
The offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points, and you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to come to a one-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you know, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
Back to throw, it's Lagway. Makes the catch, it's ball. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. When you've already seen your quarterback go down 3 times, you might as well try holding, and they didn't get away with it. They're just making things harder now. It's 1st and 20. They want to throw it. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Snags it on the right. Touchdown, Gators! Nice. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Tigers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Incomplete, and man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33.
Man, the defense is making it tough on this quarterback early. They already have an interception. They almost came away with another one there. They're doing a great job reading his eyes and breaking on the ball.
Run down, but looks as if LSU will pick up the 1st down. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. Got a man, it's Anderson. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle, it's Brown. That should be the final play of the 1st half. Here, time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, seems like every time Florida and LSU get together, magic happens. And halfway through this one, the sparks have been flying. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. 2 quarters to go. Time to find out who comes out on top, guys, between the Tigers and Gators.
LSU will put foot to leather to start the 2nd half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Snagged in the middle. It's Wilson. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that rate and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge third down coming up. The play-action fake. Bring in the heat. And a quick shuffle pass underneath. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on third down. And the Gators decide to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Just needs a crack to get a return. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. They'll give it to the back. Danced his way through traffic. Pick up a 4 to the 19.
And I think after that play there, you're seeing how this offense is staying committed to having some balance. They've had so much success early in this game throwing the football, right? They've been lighting the scoreboard up through the air, but they also want to keep the defense on their heels so you continue to run the football. Even if you're not breaking off 60-yard TD runs, you got to have that balance.
Nice move there. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21.
Well, here's the thing. Not a great run, but the offense has scored a ton of points. They haven't necessarily needed to have a strong running game in this one. Their quarterback right now is just playing lights out, and if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I'd get back to throwing the ball.
Under heat, he gets rid of it. Can't make the grab in this offense, which has been brilliant this season on third down. Doesn't convert this time. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. No fair catches here, looking for room. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. First step of this drive comes from their own 44. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the run.
Motion from the wideout. Off play action. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down and an excellent throw, too. Touchdown, Florida! And the extra point was made without incident. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. Looking downfield, it's Nussmeier. Hauls it in. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. He's just winning that match.
It's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility in a guy that slot position.
Wrestled down at the 32 after a pickup of 5.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender there, closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him, get him to the ground for a minimal gain.
Quick completion to the right. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
That's what this defense has to do, guys. They've got to knock this quarterback down to the ground. He's already thrown a couple of TDs. The only way you're going to stop that is with good quarterback pressure.
Caught over the middle. It's Hilton. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Motion from the wide receiver. To the air on first down. Fires deep toward the end zone. Fires and picked off. Taking it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
This guy is so comfortable in zone coverage. They're playing cover 2, and he's just back there roaming around in the middle of the field. He's so confident in his speed to break on the ball. As soon as he saw where the QB was trying to go with it, he put his heel on the ground, accelerated, and made the pick.
But and most QBs will tell you it starts from the waist down, and the feet have to be tied really well with the upper body and with mechanics. And you can tell, drifted a little bit there because of that.
Open spaces. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Back to throw, it's Lagway. Throws it in. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Gators have it with a 1st and 10.
Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep play deep down the field, but how about the strong hands by that receiver?
It's a seam wide open. Got the first down and more. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Marking at the 17, and they are set up. The Gators, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Got it in the middle. It's Livingston. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Second down, they'll go to the air. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Big third down in the red zone, and this crowd is getting behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught in the backfield, it's Ball. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
Defenses are put in such a tough spot when offenses get in 3rd and short because the whole playbook is open.
Touchdown, Gator! They look... The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Hilton. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. It's Nussmeier. Tight end finds a soft spot. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Sharp. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. LSU right back to the line.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play, but But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush down. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Offense gets set for second down. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Wants to throw again. Caught in the backfield. It's Anderson. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. The missed 51-yard field goal now gives this offense good starting field position at its own 34. Under fire. Hard running there. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon for every single team.
He leaves it with the back. Got enough for the first down and wants more. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
Goes for the tackle. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up. And the Gators come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Looking for a man. It's Bagway. And the ball is out. Who's going to get it? They knock him down finally, but boy, he was trying to make something out of that, and he stopped short of the first down mark. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. In the gun and looking to throw on third down. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. The Gators will punt it away on fourth down. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish strong.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down the end zone.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. It's Anderson. He gets it past the 25-yard line and finally knocked out of bounds at the 27. The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Wants to throw on third down. Throws for the tight end. Catch in the middle. It's sharp. And they exploited that soft spot and they get it down to the 35. Time winding down in the quarters. They come to the line. From the shotgun, the inside give. Turning it on. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead. Three quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor, both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time. We open the fourth. backfield. It's Nussmeier. Finds his man. It's Anderson. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. And at this point, the defense looks as if they've been in one of those dizzy bat races. They've got no idea where the ball's coming from. He's over 500 yards passing.
Yeah, this is a Heisman Trophy level performance from this guy. The accuracy, the decision-making, the athleticism, everything has been on display.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what.
Touchdown, Tigers! They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll leave it with him. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Offense tries to go RPO and hand off to the running back, but how about the defense up front? They're just too stout. They're not getting moved anywhere, and they're able to make a big-time play.
Back to pass on second down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Wilson. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. This is the kind of performance, guys, that sort of etches your name in the lore of a rivalry.
And playing big in this big moment, on this big stage, it is so nice to have a playmaker like that you can highlight, that you can focus on, that you can trust in.
He was so excited coming into this game, too, because he knows that oftentimes your legacy as a player is defined by how you play in rivalry games like this.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. The Gators are on the move. Here's a quick throw out to the left. All out of space. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. And the Gators pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. To the ground with the back. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup. The Gators back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Jackson. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Making side adjustments here. Got a little space. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. Back to pass, it's Bailey. He misses his man. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Got a man, it's Anderson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. The Tigers can really attack on this second and short. Back to pass. Grab behind the line. It's Durham. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy, that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Wants to keep it in the air. Pulls it in. It's Thomas. And it is a good idea to game tackle. First guy couldn't get him. Second guy finally did. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. The DBs will back off a bit. Looking downfield on 1st down. And he throws another interception. His 3rd one of the night. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And some guys just have a knack of finding the football, and he is one of them. Like, you can just tell when the ball's in the air, he's like, that is mine. His 2nd big game-changing play in this football game.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
And oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here in the 2nd drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand. Trying to do what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
Looking for space. It's Jackson.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Quarterback making checks. Find some fresh air. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. A 1st and 10 for this offense. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock.
And the running back there did everything that he's coached to do, right? They've got the lead late in this game. You've got to stay in bounds. You're finding yards. It's a positive run, but you're not going out of bounds. Really well done.
Caught in the backfield is Wilson. Brought down at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. It'll be a 1st down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Gators kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. The running back has it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Leaves it with the back. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on it.
Fires toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Florida.
And both sides of the ball late in the football game coming together. Defense forces the turnover. Offense punches it in. 2-possession lead in this 4th quarter.
After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. They'll get this drive started from the 29. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Anderson. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold on. Offense.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Looking to throw. That's caught. It's Anderson. And tackled there by the defense. LSU quick to the line.
And on offense right now, you're at a juncture here in the game in the fourth quarter, trailing the way you are. You can't punt anymore. Execution has got to be at a premium. And on that fourth down, they're able to hook up, move the sticks, and keep this momentum going.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Wants to throw on 1st down. The throw to the outside is complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Just keeps swinging it. Pulls it in. It's Durham. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the right. It is complete. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. The Tigers had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. From the red zone, looking for a space. Sets up the screen. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. Makes the catch. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Looking to throw on 3rd. He got it. Goes out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll be set up in a great position here. So now with 1st and goal, let's see what LSU does here. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. From the gun, looking for a man. Pocket breaking down. Grabbed in the end zone for a touchdown, and they're still in. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they looked prepared, they were calm, definitely confident, David. They were able to go out and execute well enough to get this win.
And it's hard in these rivalry games with all the emotions running so deep. Like, you sometimes get overzealous. Sometimes you get too many penalties. It's hard to rein in your emotions, but they did. They kept it in check, and now bragging rights for the whole year.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.